wrestling fans,
media to continue.
Thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. What that was. Say, have you noticed that Wade Barrett has Spock ears? I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, if you've seen Raw last Monday, it was a lame skit to get all the divas out of the dressing room where Lay Cool was backing up and all the divas chased him and stuff. But oh well, I'm glad they got him out of there anyway. It's better than nothing. But you know, in my opinion, that the least and the worst underused diva that they have, man, is Gail Kim. She's fantastic, but they just overlook her just like they do me. And at Bound for Glory, I tell you what, Motor City Machine Guns and Generation Me was the best match of the entire pay-per-view. They're great. Hard to keep even track of.
Operation has been completed.
What is all of this? Alright. I didn't know I had operated.
Please insert media to continue.
What's that? Anyway, according to today's Wrestling Observer newsletter, Sting is expected to be gone from TNA following this week's television tapings, which were completed yesterday in Tampa, or Orlando, I guess. The multi-time champion is limited by an injury to his shoulder and has not signed a new contract, so he can't really be committed to the organization until the end of the year. And there's much talk this week that he will be taking time off, you know, from this point forward. So unless the money comes in, he's going to be gone for a while. Hey, they brought him back a little bit too soon when they did bring him back against the RVD. Anyway, the official TNA website added Mickie James and Robbie E. Cookie to their roster page, and TNA star Robbie E. launched a Twitter account. WWE has added CM Punk to the roster page. Not TNA's roster page.
Please insert media to continue.
But their own. Final number for WWE Night of Champions pay-per-view September 19th was $12,500 with a gate of $782,000. WWE announced that it was $13,851, and I can't believe they would just exaggerate to us. Recently released diva Jamie Keys, by the way, she was released also from FCW and the whole WWF company. She put this on her Twitter account, says, "Thank you for your support. I'm not going anywhere though. I'll be rising to the top in different ways because I'm still sexy, strong, and unstoppable." Sounds like my deodorant problem. Anyway, it's been confirmed that Keys was released, you know, from her WWE deal. Night of Champions at the Allstate Arena, which I've already told you about, was underestimated at the gate. According to Pro Wrestling Torch, there's
Please insert media to continue.
Conflict of discussion as to whether World Wrestling Entertainment is going to be unifying the WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 27. Well, it's still a big topic of conversation. A few weeks ago, it's well-placed sources skeptical that whether the company's going to follow through on that idea anyway. That would cut their DVD out, you know, where they couldn't do the WWE. They had to put them together. You only have one DVD. Better have two. Based on the initial advertising that was cut for bragging rights, the original plans was for John Cena and Big Show to be respective captains of Raw versus SmackDown. What other kind of noise is going to happen around here? My gosh. I got 6 more minutes to go. And the attendance notice, Saturday's Raw live event in Stockton, California did about 4,500, while Monday's Raw television taping in Seattle, Washington did 8,500.
Please insert media to continue.
Last Wednesday's SmackDown live event in Hildego, Texas drew a sellout crowd of 7,000. I'm going to try to get through this before I have a ventriloquist come in and make me talk. Anyway, it was said the creative writer, which I don't understand that, Michael P.S.A. brainstormed the finisher to Undertaker and Kane at the Hell in a Cell match, which Paul Bearer turned on the dead man, and using a mystical urn and a mysterious incandescence that came out of it was to weaken him. The portly manager then handed the one-time dentist, Isaac Yankem, to him, and then the weapon, he used the weapon against Booger Red. Oh, Undertaker. Toxicology results, by the way, are in for former WWE performer Luna Vachon.
Please insert media to continue.
That sounds like my wife.
Please insert media to continue.
Anyway, the the District 6 medical examiner in Florida found that Luna died of an accidental overdose of painkillers and anti-anxiety medication. TMZ reports that the 48-year-old wrestler had oxycodone, benzodiazepine in her system when she died in Florida at her home back in August. Shortly after her death, it was reported to investigators found crushed pills, residue, and snorting straws in multiple locations inside Luna's house, which I have them all over my house, so that's nothing unusual. I don't know how they get there, though. Luna's ashes, by the way, were scattered last month at the late Andre the Giant's ranch in North Carolina. And according to a press release today, Jesse Goddard's former CBS Big Brother contestant has been offered a developmental contract by TNA and stated to begin training at the Team 3D Team 3D Wrestling Academy. Whew, getting shook. Anyway, Goddard has some sort of wrestling experience. He worked for WFX in Canada and worked dark match last night, I guess, at Impact taping. I'll let you know the spoilers on the Impact as soon as I find out anything. I got 3 more minutes for this woman to keep talking. According to the press release today, Goddard's and like I said, been offered a contract. I just wonder how much they are actually paying brand new people in their, like, are they paying them at all to be in Team 3D's Wrestling Academy? Or do they have to pay to be in it? I'd like to find that out. I have to search around. Anyway, the deal hadn't been confirmed yet, although Reed Flair likely will get a similar deal according to Ric Flair.
Please insert media to continue.
I will in a minute. Hollywood actor Freddie Prinze Jr. Remember, he used to write for WWE maybe 2 or 3 years ago, 4 maybe. Anyway, he returned to World Wrestling Entertainment this past Saturday. Started working as a producer-director. His last stint with the company was in 2009. My fault, I exaggerated. Well, I think he started before that, when Prince was a member of the WWE creative team, which didn't last long as he opted to leave after several months. No secret that Prince is a lifelong wrestling fan and has appeared in many WWE shows, including he guest hosted Raw back in a year ago, well, no, back in August, I guess, getting beat in an angle with Randy Orton. Lillian Garcia, the beautiful Lillian Garcia, was on the red carpet with Carmen Electra, the beautiful Carmen Electra, at the HTC Incredible Party in San Francisco, California last night.
Insert media to continue.
Raw's Yoshi Tatsu will be appearing at FCW live event this Friday, Crystal River, Florida. It's going to be a lumberjack match going on there, as the main event stars advertising is going to be Michael McGillicuddy, Abraham Washington, whatever happened to him, Trent Beretta, Caitlin Croft, Chad Gaspar. We know where that is, where he is. John Cena versus Randy Orton versus Sheamus versus Wade Barrett for the WWE title is advertised for a 3-hour edition of Raw in Philadelphia, November 29th. Please make a note of it and change your schedule. WWE did an angle on NXT last night where Goldust proposed marriage to Oksana to solve her immigration problem. Oksana accepted, and the angle is expected to play out on Raw and NXT. Florida Championship Wrestling removed Jamie Keys, by the way, from the roster page.
Please insert media to continue.
Keys' real name is Brittany B.
Please insert media to continue.
Yesterday's Raw dropped back to below the 3-point mark, doing a 2.9 rating with about 4,285,000. First hour did 2.87, picked up, which is always supposed to be, or it's a real bad sign, picked up to a 2.92 for the final hour. SmackDown's newest acquisition, Edge, has been added to the house show in Boston on October 31st. Congratulations to Jim Ross and his wife celebrating their anniversary today. Hey, I gotta go before she talks again.